My first impressions of Japan, I remember thinking like everything was really tiny. Like the streets are really small. My room was just like really small. And that was, especially having lived in Texas for a long time, that was really strange to me. And the other big thing was that things seemed a lot more expensive, but I think that's more just because, I was looking to get like the same things I had back in America. So when I started adapting more to the culture, it wasn't as expensive.
Even though it's Tokyo, it feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. It's really wide, unlike other campuses. Most campuses don't even have a campus; it's just buildings. But ICU has a really nice campus. It's a lot of green. And then once the spring comes, I look forward to the sakura trees that line the roadway, the entrance of ICU.
My life would not be the same at all if not for the AP program. After Japan, I graduated from Davis and I came back and I started working in a field that I would have had no chance to work in if I didn't have the language skills that I got at EAP. I got to work in a first-tier bank for 4 years, and after that, I had the ability to quit my job and start working in the career that I'm the most passionate about. And I would have had much less of a chance if I was to do that without language skills in the States, but because I could come over here, it provided me almost a backdoor to get into these fields, and I consider myself very lucky for having gone abroad.
I actually got married here, now in Japan, and my wife Keiko. And just recently had our wedding, and what have I learned from her? Quite a few things. For one, my Japanese has gotten a lot better because we speak Japanese every single day. So communication is a big part of our learning experience together. And one thing that is really interesting that I've found is that even though there are many cultural differences and many differences in food or in the way people greet each other or how things are supposed to be done, in what order, or however, people are still very much basically the same, and people love having companionship and being friends and having a good time laughing, and it's a very good experience, and not just with Keiko but with many other friends too. So coming to Japan, I'm very thankful for all the friends I've been able to make.
Well, when I studied abroad in Japan, I was at an all-guys dorm called Wakejuku, which I think is still available for Waseda. I hope so, because I would highly recommend it. But in Japan, they have a very interesting bathing culture, I should say. And my first time, I was in the bath, and everyone loves to talk while they're bathing, and I thought that was really strange because I just wanted to get clean and get out. But they kept insisting on talking to me, and I don't think they're very comfortable in English either. So the first thing the guy next to me says to me is, "Oh, you have a really nice smile." And I was very shocked because I thought that everyone in the dorm was gay. But it turns out they were just trying to be friendly and they were trying to include me. And by the end of the trip, I was talking to everybody in the bath. We were all having a great time, made a lot of great friends, and I still talk to them today.
When I left Japan, one of the things I really missed was the great service. And you really notice it when you go back to the States, because you kind of grow accustomed to the level of service in Japan. Like when you enter a restaurant, they'll say hi to you, they'll bow a lot, and when you leave, they'll say bye, they'll say thanks. So going back to the States, I was like really shocked, and I was like, wow, people are so rude here. But it was actually like everything was the same. It's just that my idea of the service was at like a higher notch. And I felt kind of like invisible when I was entering restaurants or when I was leaving, because they didn't say hi or they didn't say bye. So I wanted to shout like, oh, I'm leaving, bye.
Today I would like to introduce my favorite content. This is G. It means hemorrhoid. So when you come here on EAP, one of the things you're going to have to do is learn kanji as part of your Japanese program. And you can either dread your kanji or you can have fun with it. Now, I'd like to say that I was more on the dreading side, but my friend would say that kanji are like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. And every one that you catch can help you catch another one. So for instance, in this case, G is made up of two different radicals. The radical for pain and the radical for temple. So hemorrhoid is a painful temple. I think it's actually more used for the reading of G. But just remember that when you come on your EAP and try to have fun with your kanji. Thank you.
Hi guys, the top 5 things you should check out, or you have to check out about Japan. The first thing, the food. Look at all this. We're just looking at a vending machine here, and look at the variety, look at the colors, look at the textures. You have stuff like fettuccine gumi, you have stuff like slow bar, not an energy bar that kicks you into overdrive, but something that keeps you mellow and composed. And then over here, we have drinks. The second thing, you need to check out all the drinks. Everything you've heard about Japanese vending machines is true. This is pretty much like a wonderland right here. The third thing is the multi-dimensionality. Japan's a place where the past, present, and future coexist. So for example, you have something like green tea in a vending machine. You have modern Coca-Cola, and you have all these other futuristic Japanese drinks that no one knows anything about. You have hot drinks inside of a vending machine. You have stuff like canned soup inside of a vending machine. The next thing I have to point out about Japan is the minimalism. It's about being small, compact, and it's not about industrial strength, but about zen ephemerality. So, for example, people in Japan drink these little cans of coffee. And then finally is the hospitality. In Japan, it's all about hospitality. Japanese people are happy when they're helping you, not when they're helping themselves. For example, I just bought this can of coffee, this soup, and then on the back it tells me that I should shake well before opening, and at the top it tells me to watch my mouth so that I don't cut it along this edge. What more could you ask for?